morning all. It's nice and early in the morning, 8 o'clock down in Cornwall. Nice sunny weather. Not too hot at the moment. Anyway, if you've seen any of these videos before, you'll have noticed there's something different about where I'm sitting. There was a fence behind me here, and also just in front of the camera there's another fence there. Taking them down because when I was sitting in the conservatory, which is behind you, I couldn't see any of the garden here. I couldn't see any of this. And I also couldn't see some of these plants on here as well. So it's gone, and now I can see what's going on in the garden. I can see hedgehogs running around over there and falling down there. Well, hopefully not. So yeah, it's gone. The fence looked nice, but it was just getting in the way, so it's gone. Got some things to do today, one of which is to prune my tomato trees. Yes, tomato trees. Well, I'm calling them trees anyway, because they're quite substantial, these tomato plants. They're doing really well. You've got some other things to show you, so let's have a spin around, get some things done, let's crack on. So as a consequence of taking that fence down, let's have a look at the things that I can now see on this decking. So a nice rose there. Another one there. Some more coming out there. We have these here. Let's just check for hedgehogs, shall we? Looking good. Yeah, the nice roses there. And we got another one coming out here. But let's have a bit of a wander into the area that I wouldn't see from the conservatory. These are the sunflowers. They're doing really well. They haven't come out yet, but they are about to. Oh, little drink for hedgehogs. This one's about to come out as well. And then we have these hydrangeas. Looking nice, aren't they? These are the tomatoes that are now come on quite a lot. Tomatoes are in there. 2 melon plants and a chili plant because I had space. I'll put the name of these tomatoes on screen. There are some tomatoes there. There's a big fat fella there. Only seems to be one though. Bit odd. Well, there are some more. Oh, there we go. And they're obviously different tomatoes than that big fellow there. So obviously I've mixed these plants up, haven't I? But it doesn't matter, does it? I mean, they're doing really well. Look at them. If we come across to the sweet corn is doing good. Purple tassels and not purple tassels. What's that mean? Very short, aren't they? But we're getting some corn on there. These are peppers that the neighbours gave me. Ignore the bits of cardboard. Well, this is doing quite well here. So what do we have here? We have my dead stick. Is it dead? Ignore the potato plants. This is just growing on its own. I don't know. I didn't plant it there. I'll let it go to full maturity, growth, whatever, and then we'll pull it out and see what spuds on it. But this is, in fact, what is this? Let me just remind myself. It is a conference pear, as you can see. As you would have guessed, it's obviously a conference pear tree. I put this in this pot back in just before Christmas. Got conference pear, apple, and plum tree. All of them started to grow in March, and I put them in pots in the garden. I've not shown you them. They're in pots in the garden. They all had tiny little leaves on them in March. Potted them on, and all the leaves fell off. All of them. Every single one lost all their leaves. The others have recovered, but this pear tree has not recovered. It's just completely died. Look at it. It looks terrible. Or has it died? Let's have a bit of a dig beyond the potatoes, and I'll show you something. And you see, get that label out of the way, and you see there, sorry about this, see that there? That's growth. And also there as well. See, so it's not completely dead. Top half is, this half isn't. Yeah, so have I understood this correctly? I think I know what's happening here. I think the top half grafted onto lower half. Top half has died, lower half is growing. So I hope it continues to grow. I could do with getting rid of some of this potato foliage away from it to get more light in there. So I think that's alive. What do we have here? Trees? Trees? Take that out, wait a minute. Tomato plants. These are absolutely enormous. The stems on these, huge. I'll bring you over and you can see them, but these are just enormous, these things are. I want to take off some foliage from these so they get more air around them and get the light in them because they're getting really bushy. Yeah, this is looking like a complete jungle, isn't it? A jungle of tomato plants. And look at the stems on these, how big they are. How thick they are, these stems. I mean, they start very thin, then they just become enormous, don't they? That one's not too bad, not that thick. Well, I suppose it is. It's enormous. We come across to this one, eh? This is just, it's a monster. Look at these things. Again, it starts from one small stem, and then as you go up, it just gets, they're just enormous, aren't they? Look at these. Absolutely massive. And yes, this should have been taken out a long time ago, but it's not coming out now. I'll need a chainsaw on it. Did I see some tomatoes? I thought I saw a tomato somewhere. Anyway, a tiny little thing in squash there. You look at the rest of them, they're all enormous, aren't they? A strange little fellow there. Got some tomatoes on it, but yeah, not as good as the other. Anyway, these are some more melons that I put in as well. If we move across, again, more enormous tomato plants. As I said, I want to take some of the foliage off these. It's a forest of tomato plants. Really, oh, hello. Tomato doing funny things there, whatever. Chilies. Now, these are the chili plants. I put all those in the ground a couple of weeks ago. I was starting to get some flowers on them. Now, they'll be good. And potato plant. Potato plant. Let's quickly move along. Potato plant. Those are from the 3 big potatoes that I put in a couple of weeks back, which I found in the garden, in the kitchen veg tray. So I'll put them in the ground. And this one has 3 small potatoes in, again that were found in the veg tray in the kitchen. I'll put the dates on. Just while we're here, that is the plum tree. It's come back to life, which is good. And a rogue tomato plant. I mentioned previously, this is the wild area at the back there, the other sunflowers. This looks quite nice, these hydrangeas. The neighbour has blue hydrangeas. I've got red, purpley, pinky ones. Yeah, quite nice. I've got half an empty bed here. This whole bed was growing hornbeam in it, which died, so I took it out, put it over there in a pot, and it's doing things over there. It's growing. Some of it is, some of it isn't. Some of it along here is growing, some of it isn't. Anyway, what I want to do here is put in the remaining pepper plants. I've got 6 plants to put in. The neighbours let me have them, which is very nice, and we've done some veg swaps. So get these in with the wrong gloves again. Oh. Okay, let's get a few of these in. Let's get a few. Let's get them all. What I'm talking about. Let's have a look, see what they look like. Here you come. There you go. Looking all right. Gonna whack them in. Yep. And this, here we go. Although it's been hot down here, that is moist. That soil is damp. Which I think is the issue. Was the issue with the hornbeam? This is still damp. Look. You can see. I wonder if you can see. You probably can't. I mean, that soil is darker than this, much darker. So it's still wet. Yeah. Okay. Let's get these in. Not fussing about this. Going in. They'll grow. I do want to take some of the leaves off these because it's quite congested with foliage. This one, this one. There are some tomatoes in. There's a little tomato there. There's one there. So I'm going to cut back some of this foliage, take some weight off the plants as well. And then the sun will be able to get in and the wind. So I'm going to start snipping some of this back. So I've trimmed them all back, taken out some of the leaves. Does it look any different? Probably doesn't look any different, does it? But anyway, taking the leaves off, get some air in, get more light in. And this is what's come off. Quite a bit. So I've put all those tomato cuttings in these pots here. These dry out really, really quickly. So I'm hoping they'll keep some moisture in. So I don't have to water them every single day. And while we've been here, there you go. Things are starting to happen, aren't they? Should be good. Okay, guys, I thought I'd sign off from a different location. I've been speaking to this camera in this position for about 5 minutes. All of it was a load of old waffle and nonsense, so you won't be seeing it. I stop this waffle. But thank you to everybody that watches. Thank you for all your comments. I hope you're really well. Take good care. Thank you.